All right, so I've had this thing for maybe, I don't know, a little over a year, maybe 2 years. And I just now started to get into, I don't know, I guess personalizing it, making it mine. This is a 2000 C5 Corvette in the pewter silver color. As you can see, it's a very nice, it's a very, very nice silver. This is probably the nicest silver on any car. There's just like a gold tint to it, and it almost makes it look like 3 different colors depending on the time of day. But exterior wise, we have headlights. I really do like these headlights. Oh, one of those are out. Need to get that looked at. I do like these headlights though. The stock ones are just not really my style. I still have the stock ones, but depending on time of day, I do like to have the headlights down. It just looks a lot cleaner, more flush. But to expand on the headlights, we'll keep it on the low setting. The low setting, that's when they have the 3 squares. Managed to get these headlights. These are I think the night drive headlights. I forget the name of them. I've had these on for maybe a year. I think these were the first mod that I did to this car, I think. So got new DRLs. Old ones had the silver. I like the orange on these, but I was thinking about getting them a little bit darker. Maybe tinted, but they sell like a dark version, like a blacked out version of that. But I haven't decided yet. We got new decals. There was one on the back, and it was just as bad as the front. It was peeling and cracked, and it was time to replace that. Got front lip, side skirts, and a wing. I've been looking for a diffuser for this thing, but they all don't really do it for me. I don't know. Something's off about the diffusers. I'm gonna keep looking. Maybe I can find something that's more my style, but that is yet to come. The tail lights. I really like these tail lights. These are probably my favorite one outside of the Infinity tail lights, which they now make for this car. I was thinking about getting those too, but I really like these. The old, if I could find a video or a picture of the old headlights, I'll show you what they look like. I hated them. So I think those were the first. That was the first mod that I did to this car. Like, I could not stand the OEM tail lights. Same with headlights. Could not stand the OEM ones. But I do see the appeal. It's just not for me. These markers, I forget what these are called. These were already on here when I got the car. I don't know what the factory lights look like, but yeah, those are already on. But outside, it's pretty simple. I mean, we haven't really gotten too far into like crazy mods. We're just keeping it pretty simple for now. Yeah, also, I always forget these. I just consider these a part of the side skirt. I think those are like, I don't know, fender flare extenders or something. I don't know. Turn the headlights off, or turn the lights off. But yeah, a lot of people tell me to go for the clear tails. I'm not really a big fan of the clear tails. My tail lights to be dark red or red. But oh yeah, we did get an exhaust. This is the BBE bullet exhaust. It's pretty loud. I think it could be louder. I was considering headers, but I don't know if I want to do all that to this car. I think that's really everything mod-wise. As far as in here, maintenance-wise, there's a lot of stuff I needed to do when I got this car for that first year. The first year, I was just fixing up stuff, making sure that the car runs normally and it doesn't break down on me. That was my main goal for that first year. So I've already mentioned this in some other videos, but for the point of this video, I'll go ahead and say everything that I did maintenance-wise. We had to change out the oil and some other fluids, obviously. When I got the car, everything on it was basically 20 years old, outside of, like a very, very much needed oil change. I had to replace one of the headlight motors. I forget which one it was, but one of them just kind of shat the bed, I guess. Had to replace all the belts. Had to replace the harmonic balancer. My AC, I had to fix my AC. There was I think there's like a bolt or something that goes into one of the lines. I forget how it was described to me, since this was like, I don't know, a year ago. Oh, that's cracked. I don't know how that happened. I had to get my AC fixed. I live in Florida, so it gets really, really, really hot, especially with these leather seats. But I had to get that fixed. That took a lot of time to resolve. I think I was down and out for maybe like a week while they worked on all that. I had to get my oil sending unit replaced. That caused me to have an oil leak for like, I don't know, maybe 6 months. I tried to do it myself, but at that time I didn't have a garage, so it was very, very difficult for me to kind of put that together. So I had a shop do that for me. Now I don't have any oil issues so far. Tires, I had to replace the tires. I mentioned that before plenty of times. The tires were 20 years old when I got them. Had to replace those. Michelin Pilot Sports on all fours. Would I do it again? I don't know. I do want to get wheels. I have a pair of wheels that I want saved and in a cart ready to go, but I have to make sure that this thing is running first. And when it's done running, when it's running good for a good little while, then I'll be like, okay, it's time to do a mod. I think we're safe to do a mod. So that's how I've been doing this car for the most part. Also didn't mention, while I had the hood up, there's a tensioner that I think I want to buy, like an upgraded one, but I haven't really pulled the trigger on that yet because my tensioner is still technically good. Interior, I haven't really done too much. I don't want to show y'all a bunch of my legs. There we go. I haven't done too much interior wise. I don't think I've done anything interior wise. There is something that I need to fix. This light here is going out. Luckily my controls still work and I'm able to use this as normal. There's something I can do to pull this out and solder some part on it, and it'll fix that light. I just have not found the time to do that, so that will probably come later. As long as my AC works, I am good. There's an issue with this door that I had to have fixed. Some electronic issue. Really done too much in here. I haven't done anything in here actually. Everything's stock. There is a steering wheel that I do plan to get this year. Carbon fiber steering wheel. I think that'd be nice. It's a little bit smaller than this. I feel like the stock steering wheels for these are just insanely big, or maybe I'm crazy, I don't know, but I do plan to get that sometime this year if nothing else fails on this car. But interior, it's pretty nice. I considered getting the seats upgraded. I don't really know what seats I'd go with. I know a lot of people do C7 seats in here. I think you can squeeze some C8 seats in here, but I don't think I want to spend $5,000 on some seats for this car. So, you know. I forgot to mention the seat, the passenger seat, it rocked back and forth. Usually when you hit the brakes hard or if you're slowing down pretty hard, the seat rocked back and forward. I had to get that fixed. I actually fixed that myself. Had to basically take the seat out and replace this little part. But the seat usually always stays fully back in this fully back and slanted lowered position. That seat's lower than my seat, but driver's seat hasn't had any issues. I remember I needed to replace the door actuators, the door lock actuators, I think they were called. The doors basically wouldn't lock when you press the button, or when you press the key fob button, or when you pressed the lock button on here. So I had to take, oh man, this was so long ago. I think it was the driver's side I had to take out. I had to take off this whole panel, pull out this motherboard basically, and solder a new actuator, a new door lock actuator onto this motherboard and put it back in. Everything worked after that. I haven't had any issues, so we're good. I still need to fix this. I need to get a new one of these. This thing is completely broken and it's impossible to let down without gripping the whole thing and just pulling it all the way down. But I try not to use that. So, but yeah, interior wise, that's pretty much it. There's a lot of people that get these replaced. I don't think I'm gonna do any touchscreen or anything in here. I think I want to keep this for the most part stock outside of the steering wheel. Also had to get a new bumper. This bumper is brand new and it was paint matched to fit the car. So there's a little bit of panel gaps, but you know, you can't really get this perfect, but it's pretty damn close. So I had to get my hatch replaced. The window on the old one burst, and it's actually sitting in a garage right now. I don't really know what to do with it. I doubt anybody will want to buy and replace the window for those. So I just went ahead and got a whole new hatch, and I had that replaced. I actually did that myself. It wasn't a bad process. I do want to get the glass T-top for this, but I am worried about the heat. It gets pretty hot out here, so. But this thing stays in a garage, so I don't know if that really be an issue or not. For the most part, I want to keep it like an OEM Plus kind of vibe. I think this car looks good as is. You know, I like to keep it relatively simple. The next big thing I'll do is wheels, and I don't know, maybe get like some lowering bolts on the stock suspension. I don't want it. This car already rides rough. I don't want an even rougher ride. But yeah, there's a lot that you can do with this car. I haven't really found the exact route that I want to go, but so far we're doing pretty good, I think. I get a lot of attention in this car. It's a very, very nice color, and it looks pretty good, even though it's basically stock. Just OEM Plus, you can never go wrong with that. This is far from a cold start, but since we're in this parking garage, it should be pretty nice. It sounds pretty nice. Yeah, the bullet exhaust was a great idea. If you want one of these cars, I say go ahead and get one. The cheapest part is buying it. So like really make sure, I tell everybody this, make sure you put away, like, you just put aside like 5 to 10 grand and you'll be okay. If you do the work yourself, if you do all of the work yourself, I'd say maybe 5 grand. If you plan on maybe getting somebody else to do the maintenance work that you might need, I'd say closer to like 7 grand to 10 grand. Just put it aside. Make sure you do that, because this thing will leave you stranded one day out of nowhere. So just make sure. Tear the exhaust one more time.